This podcast is brought to you by Most Valuable Podcasts, saving your day from boredom with the best podcasting entertainment.
What's up, everybody? Ricky Widmer here, along with fellow man-child Johnny Karlic.
From our family to yours, keep your pants dry, your dreams wet, and remember, hugs not drugs.
You were practicing that in your head, weren't you, before the podcast?
No, I was finding one.
Okay. Because to let you guys in, I was like, oh, you ready to start the podcast? Johnny just put up the finger.
I was figuring out what I want to do.
Say it again. Read it again.
From our family to yours, keep your pants dry, your dreams wet, and remember, hugs not drugs.
Hugs not drugs. But welcome into the Deadpool 2 review for the Rick and Johnny podcast. And boy, Johnny, was it a movie I did not expect. I did not expect
a lot of things from that.
But I did not expect what we got from the movie. If you are new to our review and how we do things, first we stay in a non-spoiler mode. Then we'll let you know when we go into spoiler mode. And at the end, we give a Show Stealer Award, which is our MVP. Johnny gives one, I give one, for the actor or actress who was the MVP of the movie. And then we give our rating at the end. Before we get into everything, a little bit of housekeeping. Number one, if you want to help support MVP, check out patreon.com/mostvaluablepodcast. If you want to get yourself an MVP t-shirt, that store link is down below in the description. It's also on mostvaluablepodcast.com where you can get MVP each and every day. And then last but not least, we are on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. So if you want to go, please give the Rick and Johnny podcast a 5-star rating and then type a little bit of what you like about it so that other people can also check it out. I didn't notice coming in, we're both wearing red today.
Yes, we are.
I think this is the first time we've both worn a like bright colored shirt.
Yeah.
Usually we're wearing different colored shirt, but we're going all out red today because it's Deadpool week. Mm-hmm. As we saw Deadpool week. I will ask you what I always ask you. What were your expectations coming in, and just generally, what did you think of the movie?
I was expecting it to be funny. It was hilarious. And a lot of twists that I did not, not a lot of twists, but there were some twists that I did not expect.
No, there was.
Did not see those coming.
And I mean, with this one, like early on, like here's my one thing.
Yeah.
Is I asked you this, and really this is what non-spoiler mode is going to be. Because I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
And I already asked you this question, but I want to ask you like in front of everyone so I can ask them too. So I was talking to a girl.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, I'm going to bring my nephew to Deadpool.
I remember this question.
And I was like, I'm like, how old is he? And she goes, oh, he's 3. So my question to you, would you bring a 3-year-old to see Deadpool 2? Before and after answer.
Before. As you and I talked about, I had reservations. Like, let's say it was my own 3-year-old. I would try to get his mind off of it. I would try to... If Deadpool was his absolute favorite and I could not get him to forget it for like a month, then I would consider it. After seeing it, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do not bring anyone under 10 years of age to go see that movie.
I would say like...
I'm being generous when I say 10 years of age.
I would say at the minimum, like 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah.
Which is like, what, 13, 14?
12, 13, 14. 12 to 14, yeah.
Yeah. Like, maybe if you're a hip, cool parent, 12 is like the lowest I would go.
Yeah, I was being generous when I said 10.
Let's put it this way. The first rated R movie that I remember seeing was 2013 Bad Boys 2. That was the first rated R movie I remember seeing in a theater.
I don't remember what mine was.
And
honestly.
the only reason I remember that is because Dave and I went to see that movie with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence in it. I was 13 years old. 13. I just turned 13, so I was in 7th grade when I saw my first rated R movie.
Completely honest, I don't remember when or what mine was.
Well, I mean, all parents are different, too.
Yeah.
Like, I have friends where it's like, I haven't seen it until 18. It's like, wow. I feel sorry for you in a sense.
My parents really didn't want me watching that kind of stuff, but I mean, here and there, you go to someone else's house. It goes on.
It goes on. You can't control it. But
exactly.
I would not bring a 3-year-old to bring to see Deadpool
After seeing
2.
this, absolutely not.
This thing was funny beyond end. Like, the thing I love most about it, and I'm trying to walk on eggshells here.
Yeah, walk on eggshells, Ricky.
The movie that it gives you in the trailer is not the movie you get.
No, definitely not.
It completely switches things. I think it was very funny.
Turns his own movie on its head.
Ryan Reynolds is, of course, an amazing Deadpool.
He is fantastic. He is Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
If this Disney thing moves, the Fox Disney thing moves over, please keep him because he is Deadpool. Fox doesn't do everything right, but when it comes to casting, Disney, would be your first mistake is to recast.
Well, and I mean, the rumors are that if Disney gets it, they're just gonna kind of let
it'd be it.
Deadpool just do his own thing.
That'd be the one rated R Disney thing going on.
But anything you think we need to talk about here that we didn't hit?
I think it's too hard to not hit.
It is.
Spoilers.
So, this is your warning. If you haven't seen Deadpool, you don't want anything spoiled, hit that pause button. We'll wait here. We'll wait here for you and then go right into spoiler mode. But now we're in spoiler mode, Johnny, and the first thing I want to talk about in spoiler mode is the realization that they killed Vanessa.
Oh, man.
Like, gut punch, and then the whole, like, credit intro.
First they do, like, the whole intro and kill Vanessa, and then they do the credits.
Where it's like, oh my God, did you really kill her? Wait, is she really dead? And
what did you guys do?
You leaned over to me mid movie through that, and you're just like, I really want to cry right now, but I can't because I'm laughing.
It's like it's really hard to be sad right now because they made the whole intro like right as soon as they killed Vanessa.
James Bond, like they made fun of James Bond.
Very made fun of James Bond-esque, but they made it very funny. It's like it's really hard to be sad right now.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I was shocked that because I'm like, what? They killed her? I'm like, how do you kill Vanessa? Well, I mean, really, is Deadpool allowed to be happy and have someone that he loves?
Exactly. No. Why would that happen?
But it's like, I was not expecting that right off the bat. Much like another thing, X-Force, X go and give it to you and they're dead.
Yeah, 2 minutes of screen time.
I don't remember how Bedlam died.
Bedlam was which one?
Bedlam was Terry Crews.
Terry Crews? So they basically it was all of them died because of the wind.
Yeah.
Up there. But he came down.
Shatterstar was the helicopter. Yeah. Zeitgeist was the
wood chipper.
The wood chipper. Peter originally died, we'll get to that, by Zeitgeist throwing up on him.
Yeah, well Peter survived the landing.
Yeah.
Was cheering. Zeitgeist went into there. He tried saving him.
I'm gonna save you.
I'm gonna save you.
Ripped all his arm was like disintegrating.
You could see his rib cage. And, no, that
I
Peter
don't
almost
remember
survived.
how Terry Crews' character died.
So he landed right into a bus.
Oh, that's right.
Right into the bus window.
That's right. Right into the bus window.
Invisible. What was it? What was the
It was
Vanisher.
Guy?
Vanisher.
Or Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Went right into the.
Did not realize it was Brad Pitt.
I didn't even realize that either.
Like you see his face when it's like flashing it out. Did not look like Brad Pitt.
Because he went into the power lines.
Yeah, right into the power lines. Vanisher might still be alive. No, he's dead.
I like how Domino's like, well, that was kind of lucky. Luck is not a superpower. Yes, it is. No, it's not. They went longer with that joke than I thought they would. Just the, yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is.
We'll
no,
meet in the middle and say, no, it's not. But it is.
But I mean, like...
It's not even cinematic.
Those two things threw me through loops.
Woo! Like, turn the movie upside down.
I mean,
from what we expected.
The X-Force one wasn't that bad because, like, with the X-Force one, I can see that because... Now this is going behind the scenes and pulling the curtain up. They had just gotten, like, the guy who's writing X-Force or directing it, he's currently writing it.
Yeah.
So I could see them doing this, basically saying, we're not going to handicap you with any characters. You have Deadpool, you have Cable, you have Domino. You can use any other X-Force characters you want.
But that was hilarious, though. Like, it did kind of flip the movie upside down because we expected, this is going to be X-Force.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No, it wasn't at all.
It's not X-Force. Bye.
And then everything else was basically, all right, it's Domino and Deadpool all the way to the end.
Yeah.
The one twist I did like, though, Juggernaut.
Yes. Becoming the villain.
I didn't know exactly if it was going to be Juggernaut at first because I mean, they had the what do they call it? The ice box.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like,
big monster in the basement.
I'm thinking like, who could it be? Because like the first thing I thought of, like on the DC side, I thought of Killer Croc. I know this is DC and not Marvel, so it's not like, I'm like, all right, who's like a Killer Croc, Solomon Grundy type character that Marvel has? And then after the bus scene or the military grade like escort scene,
yeah,
and everything gets flipped over, I just saw like the start of it, and I'm like, oh, the Juggernaut.
Yeah, no.
I'm
as
like,
soon
oh
as
my
I
God,
saw
the
the
Juggernaut.
helmet, I realized it was a Juggernaut. Like, yeah, no, I was doing the same thing. I'm like, I didn't think of it like in that sense. I didn't try and compare it to DC. I'm like, who in the Fox MC, like the Fox MCU realm is like a big monster? And I'm like Juggernaut like went through and it's like, nah, it's not the Juggernaut. It's,
I like how they made him really big though.
they did. They went
like bigger than the fucking like the Juggernaut bitch, that one.
They made him like that one. They based it off that instead of like making him more human looking.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying like the I am the Juggernaut from the first X-Men.
Yeah,
still just seemed like a larger human.
I'm sorry,
than...
I thought you were talking about like that old YouTube video.
No, I'm talking about
I'm
like,
the Juggernaut, bitch.
I'm basically talking about what's the actor's name? He was in Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels.
Yeah, I don't know.
I am the Juggernaut, and
yeah,
he
from
runs right
the
into
third
wall.
X-Men movie.
Yeah, and then he runs into the
Don't
wall.
you know who I am?
Yeah,
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. No, I was thinking that the cartoon where someone dubbed it over of the Juggernaut and some of the old X-Men cartoons.
Yes.
Hey, don't you know who I am? I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
But
bam.
But they went,
no, Charles.
But they based it off of like the Juggernaut that we remember. Like
from the old cartoons.
Wider base,
large, huge character. Yeah. Oh, here comes CGI fight.
CGI fight, and him and Colossus just going at each other.
Yes. Oh, I want to get that music on my phone still.
And this had a great soundtrack.
It did.
It had an amazing
Fantastic.
soundtrack. I do. Here's a question I've got for you. Is the X-Men? I mean, this is all going to depend on what Disney wants.
Yeah.
Are we ever going to get a payoff from the Essex Company or the Essex Corp? Because
I don't know anymore.
This is like, how many times have they mentioned it? And it's
lot.
like, are we going to get any nod to Mr. Sinister? That he's like the main baddie behind this.
I don't know. Because now we have the Fox.
Because they were the main reference behind the last X-Men movie we saw.
Yep.
When his company was clearing up the, Weapon X program or the serums or something?
Yeah, he's cleaning up the serums out of Days of Future Past was the one, right?
No, I think it was the one with the... Yeah, it was Days of... Was it? Or Age of Apocalypse? I think Age of Apocalypse.
It may have been Apocalypse. Yeah, it was Apocalypse.
Was the
You're
last
right.
one.
It was Apocalypse because they had the younger kids there. And it, they had the Wolverine cameo. So yeah, no, you're right. It was Age of Apocalypse.
And I mean, it makes me wonder, are we ever going to get that payoff?
I don't know. See, the problem now that like throws a wrench into
Disney.
Is Disney. The Disney tie-in. Are they gonna like just keep this going? Is Disney say scrap it? We're gonna take this one, keep it, and we're gonna take this one and keep it. One of those ones picked up was Deadpool. Because they've stated in like this
Could
is
you imagine if they did a funny thing where like Deadpool joins the Avengers, or like after the Disney deal goes through, instead of Deadpool trying to join the X-Men, he tries to join the Avengers?
I would just love if like he tries to join the Avengers and go nope. Oh.
He just tries to join.
See, that's hard because I feel like you can only cameo him in unless you think you can get him to be like PG-13.
Yeah.
For just for the Avengers film.
Like the next Deadpool movie.
Oh, okay.
Like him, instead of him trying to join the X-Men, he tries to join the Avengers.
That's what I'm saying.
And then it's basically, unless he dies, like a Steve Rogers going, no, sorry, Wade. Oh, and just walking away.
I was saying, I think it'd be funny as like an Avengers cameo. But yeah, I do it the other way. Like he walks up, maybe you get like Chris Evans to do a cameo for the next Deadpool movie in that realm, and he goes, "Can I join the Avengers?" No, Wade. You're no.
Oh, and he just walks away.
Or get a Robert Downey Jr. cameo, and you just see him in the background. Hey, can I join? And you go, No.
we don't want him anywhere near this. So here's something I want to ask you.
Fuck you.
Now you're going with the previews that we saw. The Sorry to Bother You preview.
Yeah.
100% fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. But the question I want to ask you is about Cable.
Yes.
And I was reading some stuff after seeing the movie, and there were some people that are upset that the Cable that we saw is a little bit or vastly different, they said, from the comics. Where Cable in the comics, it's more of his motive is I am coming back to fix the past because it's a greater, like I am protecting the greater, what's humanity or something, or the greater person. Where this one was, I'm all for myself. My family died. I'm on a vendetta type of thing. Where people are more expecting oh no, Russell destroys the world.
Yeah.
I need to save the world by going back in time.
I mean, what's more motivating, you having to do the greater good, or your wife and child died?
I see that, but I do see their point. Because
I see their point too.
It's kind of like what we talked about on the actual podcast about the Punisher.
Yeah.
It would be like if someone goes, yeah, he'll kill people, but we're changing this key part of his
No, and I
motive.
get it. I mean, he does mention those at least. I mean, but like this is his main thing. And like, cause he later checks it, and then he said, I'm going to stay here to make sure the world doesn't go to shit.
Yeah. Which, I mean,
so, I mean,
looking at what because we only saw it for a little bit, is his world even worth living in? Because it looked like we had ships flying over with like spotlights down that look like they're looking for something, which could basically be like a patrol unit, maybe like a Sentinel type unit where it's like, hey, we're looking for mutants, and we're going to, because we all got that mutant liberation front thing too.
well, let's put it this way. He was like a cop in a sense, is what they described him as.
Yeah.
So which means mutants were okay to be around. It's not like, so maybe he realized like that was the tipping point of Russell killing his wife and daughter. This is like, but Russell and the Juggernaut made that future what it was, the kind of the semi-dystopian future it was. And because he was constantly chasing after Russell and Juggernaut, who are maybe like a Kingpin style at that point in the future.
Yeah.
He's like, that was the tipping point of, no, that's it. I'm going back in time. I have nothing to lose if I do go back in time anyways and get killed.
It's also so fucked up how it's like he gets that one taste for killing, because like towards the end, Julian Dennison did a really good job of just playing fucked up psychotic kid.
He did.
Of like, I am just rageful and I just want to kill this bastard.
Yeah,
for
I mean,
everything that he did. The thing I wish that I didn't want them to go into a detail there, but I want to learn about it in the future, is Domino. Because she mentioned that like, oh, I was here, and like, oh, I guess you can come home. And I was like, oh my God, I want to know what her time was like there. I want to know what Domino experienced at the Essex
That'd be
house.
interesting.
Because she got out.
She did get out. But
Did she just age out? Is that what happened? You
maybe
get to
after a certain age and they let you out. Yeah, I mean, also she has that
the luck thing.
So she probably never really, probably had a hard time there, but not as hard
like,
as
was
maybe.
she ever tortured because
maybe
of it?
not, just because maybe not as bad as Russell was. With
Every
like the
time
shocking the throat.
Every time they would do something, like something would malfunction, and she'd never get tortured.
Exactly,
because she's just so lucky.
Exactly.
What are you thinking we need to hit in this? Because this is one where it's like, yeah, there's a story, but it's so much of a comedy to where it's like the few story points are like, boom, 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 here's a surprise, and the rest of it is just laughing your ass off.
I mean, most of it's just laughing your ass off, honestly. I mean,
love the point where he signs the Wheaties box, Ryan Reynolds.
The Wolverine Wheaties box.
Ryan Reynolds.
Trainee.
The Logan thing at the beginning with Logan dead, and he clicks it.
Stab through.
I'm out of love.
I'm so lost without you. I know you were right. Sorry, I had to save. I had to take all the gluten in the world and send it into space.
Yeah, so it couldn't hurt us anymore.
They actually changed a lot of those from the.
They did, which I like.
I do too.
Because then you're not giving me exactly what you gave me in the trailer.
Oh, that's for sure. When they were promoting X-Force pretty hard.
Yeah. X gonna give it to you. He gonna give it to you.
Look, there's the one where Terry Crews like punches the guy out and like you see the electricity.
We didn't even see that.
No, it wasn't in there.
We didn't see that
for
at
sure.
all.
Wasn't in there.
I'm trying to think of anything.
Why was I gonna call him Moon Knight? It was Shatterstar.
Yeah.
Using the weapons going.
It's because he had a white costume. Moon Knight. Oh,
yeah.
Black Tom Cassidy. I was surprised to see him.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I thought he would play a bigger role.
Yeah, no, but
because
I guess not.
remember when that was announced? Because I forgot about Black Tom Cassidy is going to be in Deadpool. Everyone's like, oh my god, Black Tom Cassidy!
You killed Black Tom.
Villain? That was so funny. Just how he kept calling Cable a racist.
Yeah,
because you killed Black Tom. You're a racist. I'm not a racist. Or like the Black Tom. He was white.
Can you change the music? Mm-hmm. No, Dopinder, you keep the music on. You need to learn to judge a man not by...
To not be I'm not judgmental. I just don't like it. Oh, man.
I should have stayed in college.
What about the post-credit scenes?
Oh, those were great.
Changing the timeline, baby.
That's the question. Now, I've been asked by someone outside
Does that mean Cable's going to go back to... Now that Deadpool... Well, he's got to find out Deadpool fixed it first.
Yeah. He could now, but Deadpool obviously has to play with it first.
Yeah.
It's Deadpool.
Got to fix the timeline.
Question is this just like a joke from Deadpool, or is this like continuity fix?
No, I think this is continuity fixes.
You think so?
Like, people are discussing that. I think that it's, yes, being funny, but also... Fox can go, yes, we're trying to fix our continuity.
Yeah, because he saves Vanessa, then he saves Peter.
Yeah.
Then what was the next one?
The Deadpool one.
Was that the Deadpool one next?
For Wolverine Origins, there was 4.
Yeah, there was only 4. I thought there was 5.
I thought there was 4 because the only other 2 I remember is the Deadpool one and then the Green Lantern one.
Yeah, he shoots Deadpool. Okay, no claws,
and then just continues to shoot
keeps
him.
shooting it. And then
because I rewatched that scene.
Did you?
When I went home that night? Yeah, that was what I forgot was that Deadpool had the swords come out, which was so bad.
That was bad. I agree with that.
Bad. It's like, come on. Now it's happy he's dead. He's dead, and I never have to watch that movie again.
And then the final one
made it to the big leagues now, kid.
Green Lantern
splatter on the page as he shoots Ryan Reynolds.
You're welcome,
shoots himself
Canada.
In the back of the head.
You're welcome, Canada.
So does that mean Deadpool? Well, no, because Deadpool in the universe is Wade Wilson, not Ryan Reynolds.
Exactly.
So that's
He's
how
Deadpool, Wade Wilson. Ryan Reynolds is someone else.
So that's how exactly that can happen. I don't think there was another one after that.
I thought there was. Maybe I'm wrong, though. I'll admit that I'm wrong.
I'm probably the one that's wrong. But, this movie was just really good all the way through.
It was great.
It was funny. It had a ton of funny parts. The true question is it better than the first?
That's a tough one because
I don't think so. Only because the first one
was the hype.
And everything in it. This one was it was good. It's not like, it's a crappy sequel, but it was just as funny, I think.
It's very close. You're like talking hair between the two. It's not really like there's a significant oh no, this one was definitely better. Because there were elements of the second one that were better than the first and vice versa. So I'm giving it a hairline of which one's better.
Anything else you think we should mention before we go into show stealers and ratings?
And we hit the beginning, the shock of Vanessa dying, the shock of the X-Force dying.
The only other thing I'll mention is I got to go back and watch it again because I missed the Brad Pitt cameo. Yes, I missed the Matt Damon cameo.
Yeah.
And I missed the Alan Tudyk who played Steve the Pirate and I can't remember the robot from Rogue One. He played the robot.
I know you're talking
K2.
about. I can't remember his name. K2. Yeah,
K2.
Right. It's K2.
He played K2. I missed those cameos, so I want to go back and see those. I will ask you. You'll go first. Who's your show stealer? Who's your MVP for Daredevil Dose?
Daredevil?
Well, Deadpool. I said Daredevil, didn't I?
You did
Deadpool Dose.
Deadpool Dose.
It's because we talked Daredevil on the normal podcast, so that was in my head.
My show stealer, I'm giving it to Ryan Reynolds.
Are you not going to give it to Peter?
Peter is. I'll put it this way.
Not gonna give it to Rob Delaney.
Nah, Peter's just a runner-up.
Can you give Domino my email? Not even your number, my email.
Can you give her my email? Go home. But we're X-Force. No, we're not.
We're X-Force.
No, we're not. Go home.
He does the hand thing.
But we're X-Force. Oh, I want a little bit more of Peter, but I'm happy that he's back.
Oh, man. I'm going to have to go against you.
I know you are.
And the reason why is I gotta go with my man. I gave him the last movie we did. He's not just a 2-time show stealer. He's a back-to-back show stealer for me. Got to go Josh Brolin.
Yes, he is.
Did a great job.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it was one of those where pump the hate brakes, Thanos. And like the give and take. I feel like Ryan Reynolds without Josh Brolin and Josh Brolin without Ryan Reynolds in this, it wouldn't have been the same because the give and take between them.
That's kind of a pattern with Ryan Reynolds because the last Ryan Reynolds movie we saw,
The Hitman's Bodyguard. Which apparently there's going to be a second one.
Is there
hyped
going
for
to?
it. I'm so hyped for it.
Yeah, it seems like his thing. Blah 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 blah. Words.
Words are good.
I suck at words. His movies we've seen so far, it has to be him and someone else because it's always about the give and take. Which kudos to you, Ryan Reynolds. You are fantastic in what you do.
So I'll read this for you because it's Hitman's Bodyguard.
Yeah.
Patrick Hughes is expected to return as director, although there's no writer yet announced. The Hollywood Reporter even has word that the posters at Canny's have the appropriate log line, the good, the bad, and the Batsuit cray. So with a title like The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, that's what they're going for. So it's going to be the Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, and it's going to be wrapped around Ryan Reynolds and oh crap, what's her name? Salma Hayek.
Yeah.
Because she was Samuel L. Jackson's wife in that. So it's going to be him and her, and he is her bodyguard.
Okay.
The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Oh, that would be interesting.
That's what it's going to be.
That'll be interesting to see.
So with me, I got to give it Josh Brolin. You gave it Ryan Reynolds. How about your rating? We'll give it 5. We'll give it out of what? We'll do. What do you want to give it out of?
Let's give it out of 5.
Time watches? No, that doesn't do anything for me.
5 X-Force members.
5
No.
How many deaths you giving it? Because we had so many deaths in this one. How many cameos?
I'm giving it 5.
5 deaths out of 5?
Yeah.
I got to do the same thing. And like the one thing I will say is this is a complaint that I've gotten. Well, not really complaint. But Dave has brought this up a lot.
Okay.
Dave's like, oh, you give 5s to everything. I feel like the movies this year have been a lot better.
Yeah, they're so far hitting
year.
spot on.
But like this one, total 5 out of 5. With this was in our wheelhouse.
It was.
This is what we expected with Deadpool. Like we didn't expect with Deadpool 1, but because of Deadpool 1, this is what we
had
expected.
Some expectations out of it.
Ryan Reynolds again hit the nail on the head with Deadpool, and he's just the perfect guy to play Deadpool. So I mean, this is a perfect movie. If you haven't seen it and sat through this, I don't know what you're doing. I'm not going to tell you to go see it because we basically just spoiled everything.
Spoiled the shit out of it.
To me, one of the best moments in this was when the Juggernaut was announced, or when he was coming in because it was a true shocker to me. It was a true, I am surprised by this, because everything was basically revolved around, hey, X-Force, X-Force, X-Force. They put me in one kind of mode.
Yeah.
And then completely went another path. So, like, I don't know about you. When Juggernaut actually came in, I was like, holy shit. And, like, literally excited because I didn't even no idea it was coming.
You and I had this discussion on another podcast of what's going to happen with the Peter W. podcast on what's going to happen with the villain thing once they start working together. Out of the water. Did not expect it to be Juggernaut.
Do you think this plays into
Russell?
Do you think this plays into Dark Phoenix at all?
No, not really. Not yet. I have seen no real correlation.
Or does it just set the timeline up for... It fixes the continuities for Dark Phoenix.
Fixes the continuity, sure. Yeah, let's go with that. It didn't really touch any continuity that touched Dark Phoenix either.
Well, I mean, just in the X-Men universe in general. With the Deadpool thing, I thought there was one more they did that fixed that. Because that's what they did. They set him in the X-Men, the First Class universe. Because in the X-House, they pan over... And Beast goes, we're just going to close this. So the First Class X-Men, he's in that universe. That's what they did. They set Deadpool in that universe by showing, hey, he's in the house while those X-Men are also in the house.
Those were all the normal X-Men still in that room. I mean, Xavier, Beast. I mean, those were...
what people are saying is they never for sure put where in the timeline he is. Now we know Deadpool is in the recent X-Men movie. So First Class, Age of Apocalypse, those X-Men are what Deadpool is. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Is that he's set in that timeline.
Yeah, I figured he was in that timeline.
I don't know, could be in the other one.
I mean, not a lot of different characters from one to the other.
The only one he mentions was Wolverine, and Wolverine's kind of spanned across him.
He sort of makes fun of Angel.
Yes.
How about the one with the wings?
Yes, which was he in the First Class?
He was in both.
That's right. I remember
he was in both of them.
When he made that joke, I thought back to the old Angel.
He was in the old Angel was in the third one.
Because the old Angel, correct me if I'm wrong, he gets his wings shot off, doesn't he?
The one from the old one, I think he gets it burned or something.
By his father or something, because his dad doesn't want him to be a mutant, right?
No, what happened is when he's a child, he tries shaving them off.
That's right.
And then in these older, he just accepts that he has wings.
That's right.
Nothing you can do about it. The newer one, he's fighting, I think it's his Age of Apocalypse. I think it's Age of Apocalypse. He's fighting Nightcrawler inside the electrified cage. Nightcrawler knocks his wing into the cage, half burns one of them.
Yeah.
And then Apocalypse.
But that's all we saw of Angel in that, right?
No, because he works with Apocalypse.
That's right.
Because he turns him into Archangel, gives him the metal wings.
That's right.
And that can shoot out the
That's right. I forgot
metal
about
feathers.
That. And that's why I was thinking he was meaning the other one, like the older one, because... I mean, if you're working with an Apocalypse, you're not an X-Men anymore.
Deadpool doesn't necessarily know either.
True, but I mean, I feel like Deadpool knows a lot more because of his cameos.
Deadpool is modern day, whereas those we are left off in the 80s.
True.
So
but
we
this
don't know
is
what
where
happened since.
you guys come in. Let us know what you guys think down below. In the comment section, what do you think about Deadpool? We went on another rant at the end of this.
Another rant.
Let us know what you think about Deadpool down below in the comment section. The next movie we will be seeing will be this Thursday. We're seeing Solo, and that'll be our next review for you guys. Thank you guys. You can check us out, patreon.com, to help support us. You can look at our store down below in the description. MVP, mostvaluablepodcast.com is where you catch MVP each and every day. And last but not least, go give the Rick and Johnny podcast a 5-star rating on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. Thank you guys for watching on YouTube. Thank you guys for listening on podcast services around the world. And as always, have a good day, everybody.